Hello there and welcome to our tech channel where we're going to show you how to get the most out of your IT equipment, give you all sorts of productivity tips and tricks, and also try and speed things up and give you some security alerts. For the first thing we're going to have a look at today, we're going to have a look at the Microsoft Edge Chromium browser, which is built into Windows 10. It's a great product except for one thing which really counts against it, and that is that it uses the Bing search engine, which is a terrible abomination created by Microsoft. You have other search engines out there. You have DuckDuckGo, and you have, yes, you heard that correct if you don't know about it, DuckDuckGo. You have Yahoo, and you have Yandex, I think it is, and then there's Bing. All four of those, I believe, use similar web crawlers for collating and indexing information. Google stands alone. It's got its own search engines and bots for searching and indexing stuff. But your Windows 10 computer comes with a product called Edge Chromium. Now, this is not to be confused with the early version of Edge that came out with the original versions of Windows 10. No, this is Edge Chromium. It's got a different symbol. It looks like this. It's like a kuru, which is a Maori fern that is slightly coiled. It's also used in other cultures as well. It's a symbol of knowledge generally, and sometimes life and nature and all sorts of things. But yeah, I see a similarity between it and a kuru, a Maori New Zealand cultural symbol. Now, most Mac users are quite aware of what they're running on their computer, as far as operating systems go. They might be running El Capitan or Sierra or High Sierra or Mojave and Catalina. And the reason they're more aware of this is because their hardware generally can only support up to a certain version. Apple kind of bakes in planned obsolescence by doing this. We don't know how long. I mean, the first series of machines, they worked for like 12 years. And then about 2013, 2014, support has started dropping off. For example, most computers of 2013, 2014 can Catalina, Mojave, they can run back like that, but they can't run Big Sur or Monterey. There are one or two that can run, but your operating system is limited by how old your hardware is. Microsoft has generally steered away from this. So there are various feature releases of Windows 10. I often ask the client, what version of Windows you're running? And they'll go, Windows 10. I say, but what version? And they'll look puzzled because it's done without you actually realizing it, that every 6 months there's a full feature release for Windows 10. And end users aren't expected to know this. IT guys will know this because, well, we've got our finger on the pulse of all of this. But most end users don't realize that there are about 13 different versions of Windows 10. Windows 11 currently only has one. If you want to see what version of Windows 10 you got, all you do is you hit that start button over there, you click that, type in WinVer, and you'll see I'm running 21H2, which is the November 2021 version, which is currently the latest version. But let's show you something interesting. So you have this browser called Edge Chromium. Most Windows users will either use Mozilla or that's Firefox, or they'll use Opera or Brave or some other browser, or Chrome. Chrome is a very, very popular browser. Thing is with Chrome, it's very top heavy. It tends to use up a lot of memory. It's very sluggish. Whereas the built-in Edge Chromium browser, the new browser, is actually really fast. And not only that, a lot of people don't realize it because Microsoft hasn't done a really effective job at advertising this. If you click over here on the three little dots in the top right of your browser, and you go to your settings, and you go to About Microsoft Edge, you'll see something interesting here. This browser is made possible by Chromium open source project and open source. So Chromium Edge is a very, very close cousin to Chrome, Google Chrome. So what does that mean? It means that all the add-ons and things that generally work in Chrome will work in Edge. And I find from my personal experience that your battery life is better on a notebook when you use Edge. Your speed, your performance, you're not tracked as often either. Just a better product. However, that said, Bing.com is probably the worst thing ever created. It is a terrible search engine. So I'm going to show you how to use Google's search engine, because if you're looking for products and services, Google beats everything else hands down. Whether you're using Yahoo, whether you're using DuckDuckGo or any of those, Google search engine is the best. So we're going to open up Chromium, and I recommend you try this browser. It's really, really good. Click on the 3 dots over there. You're going to go to Settings, and then we're going to go down to the search settings, and we're going to type in search, and eventually it'll pop up. There we go. And you'll see over here, if you scroll down, there's a thing that says address bar and search. You click on that, and it says Bing recommended. Yeah, recommended by Microsoft. This search engine, no business should waste their time with it. It's terrible. Click on that. And if you've got a Google, you can click on that. If you've got one in your locality, like we're in New Zealand at the moment, click on that one rather. And that's it. Now we are actually tied to the Google search engine. So if I look for IT support now, let's just start typing over there. It'll find things in the area which are available. Like there I am. There's my company. So it actually recognizes my locality a lot better. Whereas the Bing, it's just crazy. It'll call up someone in a different town. It's a terrible product. Terrible, terrible product. Bing.com. Avoid at all costs. Anyway, so that's how you change it. Now, the other thing that's really annoying about the browser, Chrome, I think, does this as well. It'll only show the bar at the bottom here the first time you open it, the favorites bar or the bookmarks bar. So click on these 3 dots again. Now I'm going to show you one other thing to do. And you're going to go up to favorites over here. And you're going to click on the 3 dots there. And you're going to say show favorites bar always. And now your bar will always appear here, and you can put shortcuts and links there. So that's this video wrapped up. Shows you how to change your Bing browser or remove Bing from your browser. How to use the Edge Chromium browser as an alternative. And it's really good. I recommend you try it. If you have any queries or questions about any other things or ideas for any future videos, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much, and have a good day.